here, let me show you. So I went to Doctor Strange on Saturday with a friend, with Frankie. He was in town, so we went to see Doctor Strange, and I picked up like a ton of stuff. So this was just sort of hanging out there. I don't know what this is.
Oh, cool.
It's a collector's ticket, and if I post a photo with this, I get a chance to win like 100,000 Regal Club credits. You think this video counts?
You should put bifocals on the string. It's so hard to read the back of it.
Are you calling me old? Are you calling me old?
No, bad eyes. There's a difference. Old and bad eyes are two different things.
No, it's because I'm old. And then when I was there was a table there, and found a new group of people that do gaming and comics, and they had special editions of comics, and somebody on the other end of this line will be getting one of these. Is it the Darth Vader? No, I don't think so. Is it the Doctor Strange? No, I don't think so. You know what you're going to get? Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
Yep. And it's like a special collector's editions because they do Comic Fest.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So anyway, this one, which I love, is like previews. So this side is previews.
Yes.
And that side is Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool. All right, so Doctor Strange, the movie.
Oh,
amazing.
I feel like a couple of my friends and nerds that are local with me like to hate on me that I love going to 3D IMAX. I just enjoy, if I'm going to go, I want to get the best experience possible. Well, Doctor Strange, I feel you're not truly seeing a movie unless you see it in 3D IMAX. I could go see 2D other movies. I refuse to see Doctor Strange in 2D.
You got it. You got to see it in 3D, and 3D IMAX is like you're just like in it. There's a bunch in there about the mirror dimension, and you know how like freaky that all is, right?
Yes.
And you're right there in it. Yeah.
I'm going again this Thursday with Matt Hester. I'm dragging him to 3D IMAX.
Yeah. No, it's so amazing. I think it's the best Marvel movie this year, possibly, I think even better than any of the other Marvel movies. It was really, really good. I was really impressed. Yeah. The storyline was great. Cumberbatch was great.
He was fantastic. He played Stephen Strange to a T.
Oh, yeah. And the Cloak of Invisibility, that thing has like a personality all of its own. Yeah. Sorry. I was thinking of Harry Potter. Yes, the Cloak of Levitation is pretty amazing. And there's a couple of like Easter eggs in there. I won't ruin it, but really, really good movie. And very true to Doctor Strange. I just loved the whole thing. It was visually amazing. I mean, it was just like out of this world, visually amazing. And like the acting was great, the storyline was great. Honestly, I can't say enough about it. It was a great movie.
One of the nerds, I can't remember his name right now. He's big into the mystic realm of Marvel. Brought to mind, he goes, "Hey, there's a lot of Easter eggs with all the ancient artifacts." And now I think back on it, the current run of Doctor Strange, of the retcon of Marvel, is the empirical, which is a scientific-based kind of not culture, I guess culture. They are going across all magical realms to snuff out all magic. And for like almost 10 issues, I think, Doc Strange and the rest of the wizards and sorcerers and sorceresses, magicians across the earth are doing their best to fight these guys because they're sucking the magic out of everything. And eventually he wins. And these current issues, since the end of that, it's been him trying to find magic again. And he's having to rewrite all the books because they burned all the books, all the spell books. So he's rewriting books. He's finding a bunch of magic relics that are still around. He's using them to using them to do a little magic he can to fight little magic here and there that would normally he'd stare at them and then walk away. And the axes on the wall in the movie are some of the axes he uses in the comic. And it was pointed out to me, which made me very excited, because that possibly means she might be in the comic world now. Nico Monroe. She is from the early 2000s issue.
Oh, you froze.
No.
Okay, no, you're back. You're back. No, you're back.
Okay.
So, spoiler alert.
The Staff of One is huge.
Yeah. So the Staff of One is in the movie. Nico is in the movie, although not named and not a speaking part. You see her. Yes. Yes. So the storyline thread that you just explained to me is not the storyline of the movie, but stay for the second closing credits scene, because you'll be pleasantly surprised by that. So the first closing credit scene is sort of, it's cool.
Hilarious.
It's cool, but the second one is the more important one, because exactly where you're going with this. It sets up the second.
Nico Minoru.
Yep.
Minoru. Minoru.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it correctly.
Mm-hmm. So there's a fight scene that she's in, but she's not named. The Staff of One, though, is there. So, yeah.
Her mother was in it. Sorry, I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
What?
Okay, so the person we see is not Nico.
Oh, it's not?
Tina. It's
Tina. Oh, okay. I thought it was her. All right.
She has the Staff of One in her hand.
Yeah, that's what so the Staff of One is definitely there. I thought it was Nico. I guess it's her mom.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
But yes, supposedly Runaways will be next year or two on Hulu.
That's right. That's right.
It was a comic in the early 2000s that
so the Runaways
started off real big and then kind of faded out.
So the Runaways is going to be on Netflix, but there's definitely going to be a Doctor Strange 2, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts on what you see in the second closing credit scene. Now, here's the bad part about it, though. You got to wait until all the way through the credits, all the way through to, when you get to the Teamsters logos, you got to get all the way to the end. And that's when that second closing credit scene is.
I like the mid-credit scene a lot better because it was goofy. But I do like the end credit only because it's continuing. It's like, hey, boom, this is where we're going with the second movie. Which
Yep.
I like the continuation. But damn, the middle one, I was laughing pretty hard.
Were you?
Yes, I was.
So what I didn't see, but I've read is in there as an Easter egg, is in the opening shots of New York that they have the Avengers building.
Did you not see the tower? Oh, it's dead smack middle of the city. You see
really?
the
I didn't see it. I wasn't. It was
Tower, whatever you want.
so much. Yeah, it was so much I didn't see it.
I didn't know it was coming, but I just looked for it. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, New York. Avengers Tower. There it is. And so every time they went to the cityscape, I kept looking for it. I was like, it was only that one scene, but I look for it every time. But I'm so excited how you get to see the three different, I guess what's the word they call them? Not spheres. Three different dojos because my mind's going blank.
Sanctums. The three different sanctums. Yeah. New York, Hong Kong, and London. So this is a bit of a spoiler, but it won't be a spoiler for anybody who's familiar with the Eye of Agamotto. At the very end, he's like, yeah, it's probably a good thing you don't wear that around a lot, because you don't want an infinity stone hanging around your neck all the time. And he was like, what? It's an infinity stone.
Wong was perfect.
Yeah.
Wong was so perfect. That's how he is in the comics.
If you look at the closing credits,
he calls Doctor Strange on his shit all the time.
If you look at the closing credits, Wong is played by a guy named Wong.
Yes, which I got so excited when I saw that. I was like,
That's his real name is Wong, which I thought was amazing. But, I mean, what did you think about the special effects?
mind-blowing. That's why you have to see it in 3D IMAX. The effect. There's nothing that looks like, oh, okay, it's kind of cheesy, like, God, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think, or is it one? Or it's one? I think it's one scene where you can tell it's completely CGI with Andrew Garfield doing something. There's no scene where I'm like, okay, that's 100%. You know it's fake because of what's happening, but it's not like, okay, yeah, that's fake. I can see it's fake. You're like, I'm pretty sure it's fake because that's physically impossible.
Yeah, but only because it defies the laws of physics in our world. Otherwise, it looks completely real.
And just, I can't wait to see it again to look for more stuff in there. I thought Mordo was awesome.
Yes.
I like the actor Cheeto Ejiofor. I can't remember his name correctly, but I'm a big fan of him. He played the bad guy in Firefly or Serenity, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first time I saw him in a movie, and I've been in love with him as a bad guy for the longest time.
See, I was a little iffy on him being the bad guy, but he's perfect. He's absolutely perfect.
Oh, for those that have not seen it, no, we're not spoiling anything. He's not a bad guy in the movie. He's Baron Mordo. If you don't know the comics, Baron Mordo is, other than Dormammu, is Doctor Strange's, like, big-time arch nemesis. It's him and Dormammu. And Doctor Strange is always fighting one of them. Like, literally, part of my gift from the box is too far away. The Mystic box for Marvel Loot Crate was Baron Mordo and Doctor Strange coasters.
Those were cool. And what about the toothpick holders?
Shot glass. Like, I saw it. Okay, so the box is Scarlet Witch and it says toothpick holders. And I'm like, okay, cool. It'll be something different. You know, I'll use that in my own place. I open it and I'm like, oh, these are fucking shot glasses.
That's right. Which is pretty awesome.
And I was like, and it says wash before first use. And I was like, darn, okay.
Well, doesn't alcohol make things sterile?
I'll hand wash it once. Like, I hand washed my Doctor Strange mug before I drank milk out of it.
Yeah. I found that those mugs, though, while they're really cool, don't really hold up to, like, microwaves or hot beverages very well.
If you look on the bottom of it, on every one, it says do not microwave, hand wash only.
Oh, well, I guess I never turned it over. Yeah, I don't know. All right. So, conclusion is Doctor Strange is pretty freaking amazing. Yes. The Cloak of Levitation.
There's truth to a lot of stuff in the comics, other than if people can get over their butthurt about the Ancient One being white, and because Baron Mordo was black, which neither one's a big deal, because Tilda Swinton, she killed
Oh my God. She fucking killed it. She killed it, didn't she?
She killed as Constantine's Michael. She's killed as the White Queen. I can't think of a role where she plays a pivotal character where she doesn't kill.
Yeah. And she's amazing. And everything that she's ever done. She even did like a transgender, like, I can't, Renaissance queen. She's amazing. Yeah. And yeah, she's amazing as the Ancient One too.
Would I be preferred had it been, Ernie Reyes Jr.? Yes. I would have loved that Ernie Reyes Jr. been Ancient One because he's older now, and dude's a badass martial artist. And I'm still jealous of John Johnson for getting to meet him.
So, great movie. It doesn't matter where you go see it. Okay, so I have to tell you a little story about the movie theater that I was in. So, Frankie showed up a little late, so he showed up before the movie started, but like maybe one preview beforehand. So, already a dark theater, already seen 8 trailers, and I'm in the very back row. And probably the second preview, some dude comes and sits I'm right in the middle. He's at the far end. One trailer in, he moves in a seat. Next trailer in, he moves in a seat. Next trailer in, he moves in a seat. Now he's 1 seat away from me, and I'm like, all right, creeper dude, Frankie's showing up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, you're coming, right? You're going to be here, right? So Frankie comes in from the other side, and I was like, oh, thank God you're here. Oh, my God, this creeper dude. Yeah, and then no shit, he sits right next to me on my coffee. I was like, you're gonna have coffee all over you, dude. That's what you get for being a creeper. Anyway, didn't ruin the movie because the movie was amazing.
So good, so good.
So
Like,
good.
I'm excited when certain things happen in the movie that I've read in the comics about Doctor Strange, and just certain things that you expect for him to say and do.
So what I loved was the evolution of his hair. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So his hair's like, oh, he's this brilliant brain surgeon, and his hair is just perfectly coiffed. And then he goes through a discovery period, and his hair gets all jacked up. And then he gets kind of cleaned up, and it's not quite the strange pompadour just yet. But once he puts on that cloak of levitation, his hair goes whoop.
It's just perfect. And the personality of the Cloak of Levitation is fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, and
on itself.
I hope this isn't too much of a spoiler, but the last scene, well, it wasn't the last scene, but it was in the fight scene where he disappears for a while to go somewhere else, and the Cloak's just beating the shit out of this guy, and he leaves for a little bit, he comes back, the Cloak is still beating the shit out of this guy. It's awesome. So this poor dude, I mean, yeah, he's probably been dead for like 10 minutes, but the Cloak is just like bang, 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 bang. All right, so we've been talking 20 minutes about how amazing Doctor Strange is. Go see it. I think it's probably the best movie, the best Marvel movie I've seen. I would say yet, but definitely this year.
Yeah. And as much as I love Civil War, it blew out Civil War without a doubt to me.
Yep. Yep. All right, cool. So what are we going to talk about next time? Are we going to go into that Captain America thing, Hydra thing?
Yes, I will do my research to get better answers, but you'll do Cap and Hydra next.
Okay. Awesome. Talk to you next week.
See ya.
Bye.